welcome in. We are gonna get some more Hearthstone rolling. It is week 2. My immediate impression on week 1 was not like it wasn't overly amazing, right? One second here. What is going on? Alright, let's hop right into some Battlegrounds. I'm going to hopefully get a few wins, and let's learn some of the new strategies. Ooh. What is this? Greetings, 33.2.1 is a server-side hotfix patch rolling out today. Bug fixes for Battlegrounds. Let's see. Nightmare Party Guest now spawns to hand at a less nightmarish speed. Untold Riches no longer adds cards to hand every turn during combat on a teammate's client. Poltron no longer attacks or triggers Divine Shield twice when it has Wind Fury. So that's how they buffed it a bit, I guess, or nerfed it a bit, I guess. So it can only proc in between, which I feel like, and I kind of said it right away, it was a little busted initially. So that is a little better. I don't know if it fixes it per se, because it's still going to be super OP when you have 2 of them, but... Golden Lava Lantern now correctly triggers when tripled with Elemental of Surprise. I think we actually had an issue with that, where we had tripled it. Ooh, balance update, minion pool updates. Tad has been returned to the minion pool. Parched Wanderer was removed from the minion pool. I don't remember. Oh, the battle cry. Yeah, remove battle cries. All right. Hey, you know what? We get 2 quests right away. I think this is the first time. Is this the first time we got started in Atheris? Maybe I'm just blowing smoke up everyone's. But I actually think we've had him at least once. But Sided in Atheris, that's cool. I'm all about it. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far today. I'm glad that they are actively changing stuff around a little bit early on. They buffed Maleficent Mana Storm in duos. Okay. Buy 7 minions, discover buddies, summon 30 minions. Whenever you summon a minion in combat, give it 1/1 Avenge 4. You know what? I'm kind of cool with that. Let's see if we can get an undead. You know what? That's something at least. I would love to get Tumbling Disaster done really quickly.
Have a good battle, friend.
Updated cards will not have the changes reflected in their card text until patch 32.2.2. With a permanent fix to the planned future.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
What is all this? We need to summon as much as humanly possible, so I'm gonna do that. We'll go up a tier next turn. I guess we'll see what changes are in the game as we go. 5 out of 30. This shouldn't be too tough to complete. And we can do it with beasts or undeads.
Your minions really pulled
Speaking of beasts, I'm actually going to do this for the extra summons right away. That is a lot. That's going to be 2 more summons and 1 more summon. So we'll be at 11, hopefully. He does get first hit. I don't really think that matters too much. We'll find out. It'd be perfect if you hit the Mana Saber right away. Triple on Alley Cat. You know, if we can get an Alley Cat triple on this next turn, it'd be pretty fantastic. That was a bit strong. Alright. 5 damage. Yikes. Okay, Urel, not exactly what I was thinking he was going to have already. Good strategy, though.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Jeez, okay. 3 Rotting Gnolls. Play 3 Battlecry minions, double our 3-cost Tavern spells, destroy 30 enemy minions. That is going to take forever to do. And then play 6 Demons or Pirates. I feel like we're not rotating. Let's go with the Battle Cries. I think it's easier.
That one might make all the difference.
Freeze the free dealing. But freeze the free dealing, that's an extra minion. Could grab the Patient Scout for 2 extra minions. It itself's only a -1, right? I think it's a pretty good idea. I think I'm gonna go tier 3 next turn. It's probably a good idea. Patient Scouts to discover, so we could get potentially an Alley Cat from it as well, using the tier 1.
Can turn this around.
Get another Battle Cry. But because we went against the dead guy, we do lose out on a turn. We don't take any damage, but we do lose out on a turn.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Free dealing.
It's good to get
So
some minions in play.
we do get the Alley Cat, which means I'm gonna go up a tier for sure. And after another friendly demon deals damage, gain 1/2 permanently. It's actually pretty freaking cool. What else we got? Battle Cry, Splitting Scroll. I'm gonna do that so that we can get the Gambler. That's one more. And then Picky Eater. Then you'll have to get the Moment Fire. Alright, cool. It's 1 quest done. So we'll get the double 3-cost spells, which makes them very worthwhile. Plus we got the Devout Hellcaller, so that'll buff that up on the first hit too. I don't think we're going to be nearly as... So we're actually not that far off on strength. Get an extra spell, probably. No, he doesn't. Perfect. Even better. Splitting Scroll. We need 8 more summons. We got the Splitting Scroll.
Keep up the pressure.
Soul Juggler. Whenever after a friendly demon dies. Could do Picky Eater, Soul Juggler, get 2 more demons in play for that Hellcaller. Could also do this. Meh.
That's what I would have picked.
Beast. Sure, why not? We get the Picky Eater for the triple. We can go up a tier next turn. Grab the Picky Eater for the triple. Get a tier 5 from that. kind of wish this was just spells in general. I don't know.
Have you ever met the League of Explorers?
It also specifies every time you buy a tavern spell, so it's not like it's just double casting or anything. Perfect. 2 more minions, and we get the Tumbling Disaster. Doesn't... Nah. We could actually do a pretty sweet Tumbling Disaster combo with the Devout Caller and the Soul Juggler. No, okay, we took the weakest. The Monstrosity is an all. Make a friendly pirate from tier 4 or below, golden. I think what makes the most sense here. We're going against beasts. Your tavern spell. You cast your tavern spells an extra time. That's all tavern spells. Would it really be all that bad to make it so when you buy a tavern spell, you gain an extra copy? I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. Because buying 3 cost or more, that is very limited on tavern spells. I'd say like 2/3 of them cost less than 3, right?
I think you can win this thing.
I think that's pretty. It's not bad. It's just. Devout Hellcaller is freaking cool. Because every time they deal damage, it gains 1/2 permanently.
Nice
So
work.
need some imps that come back to life. And another Devout Hellcaller. That's freaking awesome. Let's. Fellblaze Leader and a False Implicator. Yes, please. Let's get rid of... Another Fellblaze Leader. I think that is bigger, so just that one extra attack is going to be huge. We still won the round. Devout Hellcaller is awesome. Everything has +4/+4 in the tavern now.
Pulled their weight.
Yeah, so that makes a massive difference. Let's do the piggyback.
A good
I'm gonna give him the
tactical choice.
defender's rights. I want a soul juggler. The game's really telling me I do.
Like where you're going with this.
And a Devout Hellcaller triple. Let's go up a tier next turn. Pirates. Yep. Next turn, go up a tier and grab the Devout Hellcaller for a triple for a tier 6. Maybe we can start absorbing minions in the tavern. That's, at this point, this is just a bomb. I haven't really touched those. We're just going with the effects of the demons. Triple on the leader would be awesome, though. Kind of surprised there's not something that doubles rallies in some capacity.
Watch out.
Yikes. Alright. And we still win the round. Freaking killing it right now. This Hellcaller. Kinda didn't realize how good that actually was. I didn't realize it was every time one dealt damage, which
Pulled their weight.
is pretty freaking cool. Triple that.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
Tier 6 and no dice. We do get a party guest, which is not bad. That got buffed. Alright, so like how many things actually did get changed? When did they do this patch? Buff thing. 10 days ago, they did the actual patch, and then 33.2, and then okay, apparently we're gonna have to go into like search history here.
Sorry about the peanut shells on the floor. These minions are slow.
Hotfix patch. Minion buffs. Primitive Painter is 1/2. Bream counter got buffed back up to 4/4. Deathly Striker. What are you? Oh, is an Avenge 4 instead of an Avenge. Or an Avenge. Yeah, Avenge 4 instead of an Avenge 5. Ooh, yikes. Well, undeads. That's what finally got a win against us, huh?
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
All right, let's do both these mind mucks.
Better hire a recruit while
Like a tavern spell worth buying. Hey, there we go.
That'll do some damage.
2 copies. Death Rattle, deal 4 damage to all non-demon minions. Not bad. Not a bad card. Shadow Dancer, buff everything up a little bit. Also not bad. We do... Let me get rid of both these Mind Mucks, honestly, and the Shadow Dancer. Grab this Void Earl.
That's what I would have picked.
And the Icky Imp as well. Something like that. Freeze that one.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Jeez. Okay. They're solid. Honestly, I feel like Naga are pretty freaking strong right now.
How's it going out there?
Silent Enforcer. Fellcaller or Fellblaze triple. Fellblaze triple. We got this Beacon of Hope. I'm gonna grab that first.
Army, you're
Get the tier 5. Why not? Sell her off. Grab that. Drop that one down. Tier 6. Gross. It's not really amazing, but it's not terrible either. Corrupted Cupcakes would be sweet.
Eat grape shot, mongrel!
Who knows what secrets we'll uncover?
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
I do want that. He's pretty freaking strong too.
I think you can win this thing.
Wow. That is so much. They landed the big hit right away. Why are those two so freaking big? But everything else is like tiny. I just don't understand this the attack. That's the part that kind of boggles my mind. Why did 2 of them have like 500 attack and the other ones all had like 20? Alright, 4th place. It's not a terrible way to start the day. Redo the rest of these. Yorick Smite. The Pirate. 1/1 goes to 2/2 and 4/4 goes to 6/6. Shipmaster Eudora got buffed from 5/5 to 8/8. Another Denathrius game. Alright, hopefully this one's better than the last. It's the rules, so we're going for him. Improviser is an Avenge 2 instead of an Avenge 3, which we saw. Pretty good. And then Devout Hellcaller got buffed from 1-1 to 1-2, and Golden went from 2-2 to 2-4. Spells got buffed. Just Haunted Carapace.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
Sanguine Refiner got nerfed. At the start of each turn, you cast 5 random tavern spells. At the start of each turn, get a 1-1 Murloc, discover. Let's go with the tavern spells. I'm all about that. We can get 18 pretty easily, I think. Dragons, Elementals, Murlocs, Pirates, and Undead. Vine Climber, Elemental. What the hell is that? Oh, after you play an Elemental, give your minions 2/2. Got nerfed to a 2/1. Sundered Matriarch, the Naga. Health got reduced by 1. And Stomping Stegodon is a 1/1 and a 2/2 instead of a 2/2 and a 4/4. All good things, for sure. Glad they did some nerfs kind of across the board to some different things.
You can still make a comeback. The battle is really raging out there.
The odds are in my favor.
Almost kind of want to try some Murloc stuff. Dragons, Elementals, Murlocs, Pirates, and Undead. What do we... I'm going to check after this.
Friend,
Like that is just temporary. This is not that strong. Strong early though,
really raging.
obviously. Cast 10 spells. That seems like a super easy one. At the start of your next turn, gain 8 gold and choose a lesser trinket to buy. At the start of each turn, get 3 random tavern spells. And then the Murloc one again. Let's go with the Quaint Boutique. Cast 10 spells. Should be easy. Let's get this. Yeah, okay. Let's grab the pirate.
It's good to get
Slap that down. Double buff. Defiant Shipwright. You know what? Let's do this.
Here's a gold for the trouble.
Grab the spell.
Dead engines do tell tales.
Honestly, I'm probably gonna grab those 2 Elegus too. I'm gonna freeze and grab, depending on the spell, I might do an Elegist. The start of the next turn. The faster we get that lesser trinket, the better. I don't know. We'll find out. I think the triple counts as a spell, though. So maybe we do just go for a 3.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Halfway. Oh, Mitch.
work out there.
Luffy.
Love the pressure.
Frangwin. Mr. Tiger. Yeah, why not? Fortify, Elegus triple. Battlecry and Death Rattle, get a random tier 1 spell. Kinda all about that strike oil. Hopefully it gives one of the shipwrights the 2/2. So they get that extra buff from themselves.
Keep up the momentum.
It doesn't. It gives it to the Laureate again. Which I guess isn't a terrible creature for it to get, but... Sweet. 5 left. Hopefully we get that next turn. I love how we went down.
You're good at this. It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard. It's good to get some minions in play.
Leave no shell unturned.
Kind of want the strike wall, but I guess it doesn't overly matter at this point. We get an extra 8 gold next turn, and we get a lesser trinket, so hopefully we get Untamed Sorcery done this round. And hopefully this puts the buff onto the shipwright, just so we have the 1-turn strength here. And with any luck, we can get some extra gold. That would give us, if we got the extra 2 gold spell, the 2 gold bounty, we would have 10 extra gold to work with next turn. Which we got! Wealthy bounty! Alright. I have no issues with that whatsoever. And we completed our quest, we won the round, we got 20 gold to work with, and we get to choose a trinket in this next turn. This is going to be a game-changing round, except we're only tier 2, so we really need to ramp them up for these tavern spells.
You're good at this.
Extra minion, dragon, extra minion, and 1 gold. Splinter of Aurum. Look, we completed it. Yorick Smite right away. So what we're gonna do is go up a tier, play that, sell it. I'm gonna play both of those, up a tier again. So we just went from tier 3 or tier 2 all the way to tier 5, dropping Yorick to get a tier 6 minion. I'm gonna grab Eudora. That's awesome. Gold minions keep the buff.
Great shot, mongrel!
We are one of the only people that is this high of a tier right now. I'm gonna do that just to get the free minion, plus
Win this thing.
we get the 5 tavern spells, which are up to tier 5 tavern spells instead now. Oh, that's at the end of the turn. That's nutty, actually. Our field just got, like, absolutely supercharged. with that Yorick Smite. Give a minion 6/6.
Nice work out there.
Extra armor. Elemental. Buff our minions. York's fine. A minion? Oh, it went on one in the tavern. That makes sense. Alright, tier 6. Let's see what we get. We are the first one to tier 6 from tier 2. Fellblaze would be decent. I'm gonna grab that ignition specialist, I think. Maybe steal it. No. No such luck. That's okay. 2 gold. And a ooh, Sky Admiral. I'll get rid of the diver and
Show them what we're made of. A melody of love.
I should have played that a little differently, but that's okay. Double battle cry.
I think you can win this thing.
Extra armor stash, staff of enrichment. We're tier 6 now. We're good. We can get double end of round effects with that Yorick. That's a massive buff to the field too. He already has double end of round. Wow. That just kind of goes to show how much we just ramped way past everybody.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure. That'll do some damage.
Another ignition specialist. Tavern spells, it gives stats, grant an extra 1/1 this game. I'm gonna get rid of the Eudora.
A one-man army.
Kind of sift through some of this stuff. Another Yorick Smite.
That'll do some damage.
It's hard.
True. That's true.
I think you can win this thing.
I was kind of more focused on trying to get, well, one, Golden Touch was good, but more copies of Rogers would be awesome, and I want the double end of round for the that Yorick buff. 12/12, if I get that to 24/24, that'd be huge. And we're really far ahead right now. Like, we win this, that round. I don't know what ETC is going to be at, but I think he's going to be like our only contender.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Extra armor. Alright, let's go extra gold, extra gold. Get a minion of the shared type. The Thieving Rascal could be massive for us. Eudora, gross. Fellfire Conjurer. I feel like I want it.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Ignition Specialist triple.
Exactly.
Let's give her some more stats. I am going to do the Gambler Cycle, kind of like you were just saying.
But it'll fight hard. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. Be the end of you.
Trying to...
Dead.
That one might make all the difference.
The odds are in my favor.
That'll do some damage.
My eye patch.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Easy.
Okay. That was a lot going on there. We have our Tavern spells going up by 3/3 at the end with no double to the end of round effects. That was a lot of stuff to get that set up. Jeez. Okay. Well. That's actually kind of a cool effect. I do like that. We took out ETC already.
You're good at this.
Extra gold. Come on, that should be stronger, right? We'll set his stats higher. Definitely gonna grab one of those. That is not the elemental that I would grab.
That minion will get you a triple.
That is not either.
You doubt
I am gonna do some rotating through stuff because we got some. I say that as I could have potentially just stolen it against my better judgment on that one.
The odds are in my favor.
Looks like you can get a triple.
You know what? I'm all about it. Let's do the Wind Fury triple. Buff that up a bit. Discover the tier 6. Let's do that. And I'm going to do the Defiant Shipwright. Spit its stats out.
Show them what we're made of.
Go ahead and hire
We can get
one
double
of
end of round effects. That's kind of what I'm looking for here.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
I do like the dragon combo for like getting the stats up and doing the rally attack to increase the health of everything else, but doing it like permanently with the... It's cool. It's a cool combo. It's not amazing, but
Your
it
minion
definitely has a lot of
their
potential.
weight.
works really well. Minions 8/8. Another Fellfire Conjurer. Crazy. I am all about that. Not so much that. I'm gonna grab that Channel Devour. Because we can definitely use that with that Yorick once I'm done with him, which would be right now if I could get double end of round effects. There is double end of round effects.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. That'll do some damage.
Slap those stats somewhere else. Wow, we're now going to gain 8/8 additional on our tavern spells every single turn.
Let's see if you can stay.
Plus we get 8 tavern spells for free. 21-21 on Defender's Rights. 19 to all on our minions. And that Crackling Cyclone is just a big old, I don't know, meat stick basically with Wind Fury. If we get another Conjurer, or if we can triple the Drakari, which is
Work out there. Keep
okay. The spells are buffed, which I wasn't sure about, but they definitely are. Let's get a different dragon.
better hire a recruit while you can.
Definitely need a copy of Bellfire to clear up a spot on our field.
Recruit while you can.
Alright, giving up. Giving up on the Fellfire.
Dusk falls again.
Two gold left for Rogers. Jeez. 311, 3 at 30. He's getting a lot of stats. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that was a thing. That is a lot of stats. Okay. He just got a ton of health there. We did kill it. We're gonna take a loss on this round. Downside for him is I have a free slot and he's got one big taunt minion.
How's it going out there? trouble.
Discover a tier 5. That's what we really need. I was trying to get the, yeah, no dice. I was trying to get a one-shot for his big dragon here. It does give... It only gives single stats, so he's just buffing that with tavern spells, huh? $211. That is dead right away. That's dead right away as well. I just think we're still good to kill that now. Our ignition specialist is pretty freaking huge. Okay, so we won the round, and we're gonna ramp better than he is. We do have the Thieving Rascal, so we got extra gold value there.
Pull their weight.
More armor. Strike oil.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Where is my eye patch?
Should have gone with the spell.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Alright, there's a one shot.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
There's a way to give our one shot taunt. Yeah, not bad. We spent a ton of gold that turn, too. I think that's good enough to get the win.
Stay on top.
His huge minion is gone. That's going to be game over. He took out one big minion of ours, but his whole combo just died, and he actually threw it away. We got 700 on him. GG. Definitely an epic outplay. That is a pretty sick dragon combo, though. He definitely needed to ramp up his dragons a little bit more for it. But first place, Denathrius game. That is a solid win. We are almost locked in at 3K. Yes, for those of you who are new, we've been taking our time because the season has been a little painful thus far. Not in like wins and losses, just in gameplay. Our strategy was actually pretty much just a straight old school strategy there. Get a bunch of tavern spells, ramp them up, buff the field. Demons, mechs, pirates, Quillbore, undead. Let's go Reno Jackson, huh? Demons, mechs, pirates, Quillbore, undead. Maybe we do Heist Baron and just steal stuff repeatedly. Yeah, let's do Heist Baron. Rush tier 4, steal the whole tavern on the following turn. Kind of a fantastic play. So we got 4 turns to hit tier 4, right? That's how that works. Oh, kill him.
What's your strategy this time, partner?
the imp it is. I'm gonna grab another drink while we let this load. I will be right back. What do we got? What do we got?
Have a good battle, friend.
Oh, me sliding really far away. That's what we got. Oh, Reborn. Gross. Okay, well, we didn't stand a freaking chance no matter what we played because Lich King didn't even realize what we were going against. Well, yeah, there was not many things that we would have beat that
Tough
with.
battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around. Yeah, let's step up our game.
What if we do... I say, what if we double sell Sea Busker next turn? We could sell the Imp for another Busker, but honestly, I don't care that much. First couple turns, damage pretty low anyway.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
So what if we do next turn we go up a tier, sell these two, grab the other Eternal Knight. Maybe we push an Undead comp?
You can still make a comeback.
Okay, anyway. Why, game? You gotta keep closing it so I can't see it.
The battle is really raging with it.
Oh, at the end of your turn, 2 friendly minions trigger their battle cries. I don't even know what we have for, like, decent battle cry options. It's for tier 7. I feel like there aren't that many good battle cries. Like Quillbore, maybe? Battle cries suck now, honestly. Let's go with that one. And
It's good to get some minions in play.
go with that. Get extra gold next turn. So I'm gonna freeze it for one more turn.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Oh, gold Arm of the Empire. That's actually pretty lucky to get a gold tier 3. Decent one to get.
The battle is really
Alright.
raging out there.
Steal everything. Let's do that. We could have gone up a tier, but I wouldn't have been able to buy the knight otherwise. I don't know. This will be usable again in 2 turns anyway. We are the only one at tier 4. It's actually kind of surprising. I feel like usually there's at least 1 or 2 people at tier 4 on turn 5.
You are not out of this yet.
The important part is being able to
Legend out there.
do a death rattle to buff him up.
I like where you're going with this.
One thing to get you after I'm done.
I didn't realize that we had a minion that had an ability like that.
I got it secondhand.
Perfect. That is awesome. We already got... I genuinely didn't realize that that undead even existed. Did that come back from a previous season? Or is this new? Drakari and Bomber. Also, wouldn't mind using a friendly Geist and getting the Drakari Bomber on that as well. And pairing that with... heck is it? This guy. For the next turn, all of our minions get buffed. Get a gold copy of that, a Titus Rivendare, 2 or 3, and then give both of them Reborn. So you just get a ton of spells that keep getting stronger and stronger, and all our minions just keep getting more and more attack. I don't actually know how well that would work, but I feel like it would be a decent combination. And those are both tier 4 and tier 5, so we need to be tier 5. Lame. Freaking lame. What a loser. That's so dumb. And the only reason he got it is because that stupid wingman passive. What an absolute joke. You've got to be freaking kidding me. We just lost to like the dumbest lucky play under the sun. Turn 7, we can't lose the game yet. So let's go up a tier. I'm going to grab Overconfidence just in case, and hopefully, honestly, hopefully we get a Tavern we're stealing next turn. I'm going to steal it just to use whatever we get anyway, but... Freaking Panda. I have some choice words for someone getting such a lucky, stupid-ass play. Bounty Pirates are really fun. It's honestly, Bounty Pirates are one of the only actual combinations in this season. Like, the only way to really buff the Tavern is the old Shadow Dancer, which is lame. Basically the old combo, which I don't want to play an old combo in a new season. Or the Fellblaze Leader, which is so underwhelming. It is the only way to buff the Tavern. This is temporary, doesn't count. And again, tier 7, that was in the last season. Nothing new, really, for demons. You have one rally that's meh.
You can still make a comeback.
What? Alright. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Blossom. This guy is rocking tier 6s already. Because he got Secret Culprit. Wow. Okay.
Welcome back. How's it going out there? That's quite the army you're building, friend.
I could not save you.
can't wait to see this shake out. Scared to death. That one might make all the difference.
Alright. That might give us what we need to survive next turn. I don't know. Noizul is a good tier 6 pick. We don't have the Reborn on the Knight anymore, but it'll get the permanent 1/1 on the Death Rattle from the Forsaken. The hand will come back, get a little bit of a buff. That hand will come back again. This will die. So hopefully we got a bit of synergy going on here now. Plus, after this Reborn and the Forsaken hand, Reborn, our undeads gain permanent to attack. Yeah, we got 2 HP. There's a good chance we're in last year.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
We didn't even get our quest done. Wow. That was still tier 3. Anytime I'm at like tier 3 still, I would have gotten wrecked way earlier than that, but okay. We got really kind of screwed there. The person that completed their Varian quest very quickly for the tier 7 got 2 temporary power up tier 6s. So they're gonna get wrecked overall, which is very upsetting that we just lost them early because they got lucky early, but the strategy's kind of crap. 3 Sire Denathrius games today. It's like Blizzard's trying to butter us up to play more. They're like, your rule is to play Denathrius. He's a choice. 3 of your games out of 4 so far. It's been an hour, and you get to keep playing him. Aren't you happy with us? Oh, I got a bunch of magic cards in the mail today, guys. Some of which were like bonuses. They keep sending me like bonus cards to thicken the envelopes that these come in. Pretty awesome. Get a couple extra cards I might use later on down the road. Deadlights, yeah, let's go. I like him. I don't usually like Scabs, but I like the Deadlights name. Add 35 cards to your hand. Get Moira Bronze. You know what? Full send. We're going to do that. We're going to sell it. We're going to get a card to our hand. Add another card. That is 3 cards to our hand already. Sunbake and Relaxer's another 2. We're going to cycle to get Moira out. Death Rattles. Honestly, not a whole lot of Death Rattles in the mix here. Battlecry Death Rattle. Moira, because its battle cries are not super common, isn't really
Doesn't destroy you, makes you stronger.
How fast can we complete this? Like reasonably fast.
Watch out! I'm beacon. It's good to get some minions in play.
'6'9" Laureate on turn 2.
Friend,
And his freaking Reborn noob. We got 10 out of 35 cards so far. It's actually a ton. Turn 2, we are 10 cards in our hand into the game.
You're good at this.
I'm going to say both of these, absolutely. That's a free card every turn. That's a tier 1 minion. Just leave that in the hand for now. 14 cards in on turn 3. If we can finish this quest by, like, turn 7, maybe? Or turn 6? I think Naga is the way to get the quest done the quickest.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
The Everbloom.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Play 7 Pirates or Quillbore. First time you buy a card each turn, get an extra copy of it. Summon 10 minions for the golden tier 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Or friendly minions attack. I'm going to say, let's go for the double-headed reward. That is Pirates or Quillbore. And we are going to do some Pirates and Quillbore.
One might make all the difference.
So we're going to add cards to our hand. We need to play 4 more Pirates or Quillbore to double our cards, which is obviously going to make finishing Dust for Prince faster. Turn 4, we're doing alright. Field-wise, we haven't lost a single round yet. And we are 15 cards away from Moira. He said, my goal is to get 15 more cards in the next the next 2 turns, 15 more cards. And we need 4 more Pirates to double the next card we buy.
You're doing great out there.
Let that Sylvar die in its first hit. That's what I think of your stupid creatures. Yeah, Divine Shield giving us the win. Laureate is kind of a busted tier 1. For like, just a turn 1 drop in general. Alright, Quillbore and Pirates.
Hey, watch out. I'm thinking.
The future is now.
We are 3 minions away still from doubling and 6 cards. We are absolutely going to finish that on turn 6. Unless we just get super unlucky overall. I think we're alright. I'm against demons. Splitting Scroll. So we're going to have Moira next turn and doubleheader after that, which means any Battlecry minion we buy, we get 2 sets of, potentially. Nothing's countering our massive beat stick of a minion.
Minions really pulled
There it
their
is. Easy. I guess we'll upgrade the tavern now.
weight. Watch out.
2 more cards. River Skipper.
And up a go.
Sell that off. There's our Moira. And another Pirate. And a Celsi Busker, which I am going to drop for the double gold next turn. refresh. What do we got here? Double death rattle on the piggyback. Let's do first minion we buy. We're gonna get 2 copies of our first card is gonna be 2 copies of it, so we're gonna sell off those 3, buy the piggyback, get 2 of them,
Two is company.
and buff up that Moira. Both quests are completed. We have Moira Bronzebeard, double Battlecry Death Rattle, and then double header to double our minions. Now we're gonna push tier for the next couple turns. Everyone else is tier 3 or 4, but we are done our double header, and 2 copies of a minion to make it golden.
Oh, I've dealt with a league of
Looks like a lot of people are finishing their quests, but we get 2, so. Ten damage to him. Moira already coming in clutch.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
2 copies of the first minion, or first card.
Great. I can bring in more power.
Refresh. What do we got? Double battle cries,
I didn't like that one either.
which I'm all about that. Get rid of Laureate. Tier 5 demons, and I don't know if he got his lesser trinket this turn or if he finished it for next turn. So we're gonna find out when the round starts. Could use Murlocs. We do still have, for Murlocs, young Murkai, so we could do double battle cries on Jazzer. Maybe.
Everyone's gunning
Buff
for
up
you.
blood gems a
Watch out.
ton. Gross. Quite satisfied with him losing that round and taking 10 anyway. With all of his tier 6s he's got.
You're good at this.
Our turn. Let's go up a tier.
Step up our game. Better hire a recruit while you can.
2 copies of Planar Telescope. I'd like to get another Quillbore on the field though. I'm good with it, but if we can do Quillbore instead.
The odds are in my favor.
Gym delivery. Watch out! There's moving here. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. You've got this. You're way ahead.
It's gonna give 3 permanent on them. Basically makes them, like, I want to say indestructible, but kinda. 3 extra. Not indestructible, but they're gaining a lot of health. If we can get a triple on the not Sunbacon, the Jazzer. Moon Bacon. Sun Bacon, Moon Bacon.
Above the pressure.
The bacon.
That's what I would have picked.
There we go. Moon Bacon Jazzer triple. It's
Exactly.
gonna give us a tier 5. Let's go with the thieving. And let's conserve some gold for later. Corrupted Bristler.
Down a minion and up a goal.
I know we get 1 less gold because of the Rascal, but that's 4 gold plus the extra 2 from our other pirate.
Gunning for you. Watch out.
Let's see what that does for us. There's a lot of extra health on them. Yeah, 46 health. Still not quite enough. But need attack.
Welcome back. How's it going?
Tripling it right now. Alright, let's go tier 5. Grab it. We get 2 copies. We do get a young Murkai. I'm gonna grab it just... I don't know what we're gonna get here. Perfect. Fearless Foodie. I am all about that. An extra 1/1 on our blood gems. Sell it off. See what else we can get here.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Road Boar. $210, and we get 6 copies of it, so it's gonna go up by 60 right away. I don't know how useful Moira is going to be at this point. The double death rattle would have been pretty useful for the other Quillbore. I did see it, but
You're doing great
didn't
out
really
there.
want it as much. Oh my, is this gonna like single-handedly take out everything? No way. That is so busted. That is gross. 95 attack, gaining 2 at a time. Look how big that Vine Weaver is. 95, 479. No freaking way. Well, I'm going to look for something to buff Blood Gems. There we go. Fearless Foodie ×2 because of the double-headed. And I'm going to even refresh again.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Well, that's kind of sad. Do that.
I'll try anything once.
See what this turns into. After you play a card from tier 3 or below, give your Murlocs. Boo! And let's do not her.
Nothing like a good
Sure.
cop out.
It's kind of just to see what we'd get. This Vine Weaver, +4, +12, ×6. I don't know what their blood gems are up to. Probably massive. They're not. I think that this one Vine Weaver gives us the potential to just, like, win this again. That is pretty good, though. Buffs them. He just buffed his blood gems another time. So gross. Vine Weaver is apparently beyond busted. If you can just get it ramped up enough, that one minion, 191, 767. Moonbacon Jazzer, I'm gonna buy it because we get 2 copies again. Sell that off. We're gonna go up to tier 6. Drop the Jazzer to double buff. I'm actually gonna sell the Laureate now. Gem Smuggler to double. Freeze that.
These ones stick around for next time.
So our blood gems are +4, +16. Demons with double-headed. We made it into the top 3 using literally just Vine Weaver at this point. 191, 767. A little... he's okay. Floppy, 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 floppy. And Moira, which is doing borderline nothing on our field now other than just... I don't know, being kind of scary. It's letting Moonbakers buff a little more. Grab double Gem Smuggler next turn.
Keep up the
At least that'll buff up our field to be like a little bit. Yikes. His field's freaking massive. Yeah, we're out. Straight 6s. Ow. Straight 6s with Tavern spells. Alright. We're locked in over 3K. That was a good game. I enjoyed that one. The Moira, again, was kind of weird, but we did get those quests done so fast. With 8 players, being in the top 4 is a win. See, guys, we won. Top 4. We came in 3rd. We just don't get a fancy crown. Panda Boy. ETC has more armor. Dragons, Murlocs, Naga, Quillbore, and Undead. I'm gonna go Greybow. Let's try Greybow Undeads. I don't know how well they're gonna play this season, but I really want to try this Carapace Razor with Friendly Geist. That combo, we can use the Drakari to just get Reborn on both of them and just summon them like crazy.
Ready to get started?
Hopefully this has something to do with like our minions killed or something to that effect. I'm just gonna summon a bunch of undeads early on. I'll let a bunch of them die.
Have a good battle, friend.
Yeah, she got more armor too. By 1.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
I'm just gonna go up a tier. That's not good enough. Soggy Yagi. Soggy Yagi, aka Jesse's girl.
I think you can win this thing.
I suspicion.
Welcome back. How's it going out there? Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
There's not a lot of good early game undeads. I'd rather have the Bonehead than the Null.
I think
At least like the Bonehead and the Null make sense together, but it's a lot it's pretty underwhelming comparatively with the Risen Rider. Wow. I think he played a Nerubian and then bought something else.
how's it going?
Buy 5 minions for what? Tavern spells give an extra 1/1. After each combat, get a plain copy of the last friendly minion that died. Get a copy of Eternal Summoner. Your death rattles trigger an extra time at 45 cards to your hand. That is a lot of cards. It's a lot.
I'll do what I can.
But it's going to be absolutely worth it.
Mess with me.
45 cards to the hand, but it's a double, permanent double death rattle, and I want to do a death rattle comp with, again, Carapace Razor and the Friendly Geist. Your tavern spells give your tavern spells that give stats grant an extra 1 attack this game. This gives you a tavern spell that buffs minions until the next turn. If we can get, obviously, double death rattles right away is 2 copies. Give it Reborn, that's 4. Make it gold, that's 8. 8 copies of the tavern spell just by having a gold copy of Reborn from the Drakarian Bomber. And then the Friendly Geist, same deal. It would go off and give 2 attack extra as gold, doubled with Reborn, same deal. 8 extra attack for every copy of that tavern spell. And it's all of our minions gain those stats. That is a massive way to just nuke people.
Great out there.
Hopefully it works. That's the goal. May or may not even get kind of close to getting that combo off. But I'm gonna try. Got him. This double death rattle is gonna come later.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Let's do that, and I grab another angler just to get the extra 2 cards every turn. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, guys.
Have you ever met the League of Explorers? Nice folks. Great hats. Let's see if you can stay on top.
Oh, rough. We got wrecked. It's alright. 7 damage. We're still sitting pretty with armor. Oh. Was she like tier 4 already?
How's it going out
No,
there?
tier 2. Oh, 2 extra cards. Yeah, we got the Urel if we want. Let's go up to tier 4. We got 1 refresh, which did not give us either of the cards we were looking for. Not a big deal. I'm going to give both the taunts to him. Buff him up. Probably should have done that last turn. Carapace Razor is now an option. Plus, even just with him, we can get extra spells or extra cards to our hand with the Haunted Carapace. So, Friendly Geist I think will stack quickly. And once we're tier 5, we can get Titus Rivendare as well. Plus, we just get a free Eternal Summoner. It'll be worthwhile to get that really quickly. Just because we have the double Death Rattle with the Eternal Knight. And our Sprouted Out will give them Taunt.
You're doing great out there.
What in the... Gross. What in the actual... This Dragon got a huge buff. Terragosa got permanent. Well, good for them.
I've got some fresh
We need to make our combo happen ASAP. Brock. So 30 cards to add to our hand. It's turn 7. We could take 10 damage here and 15 damage on the next turn, and we will lose. If we take 9, we're guaranteed to live until, for the next 2 turns at least. 29 more cards is quite a few, though. So we're probably 3 or 4 turns out from that Eternal Summoner.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Patient Scout could give us the Geist right now, though. Which I am pretty hopeful about. Okay. We won the round. He's got 40 cards to his hand for a quest as well. And buy 12 minions, which he's not even done yet. Winning the round gave us 2 turns. 2 solid turns, though. So let's do that. Give us the Geist. Titus, that works.
Down a minion and up a goal.
Alright, we need the Carapace.
The scourge will consume you.
I don't know what's... I feel like the Haunted Carapace is the one we really need.
That's what I would have picked.
Really? Oh my gosh, we only have two undeads on the field and 2 Naga. Okay, well. You know what? It works.
What dreams are made of?
Less ideal, but you know what? Go with what you get. Might have given us exactly what we needed, not what we wanted. We get a Tavern spell, that gives us a spell, so that's 2. We actually will finish our quest this next turn. So, we'll have the double Death Rattle and the Eternal Summoner. We just went up to 33 out of 45. 2 more, 35 out of 45. And then that's going to be 2 more right off the bat. I'm going to take 15 here.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
I said you get what you need, not what you want.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Carapace Razor, that is the last piece of the puzzle. We could very well lose on this turn, though, so... Let's grab the Razor. We need 6 more cards. This is not the way to get 6 cards. That's close. Carapace Razor, give you Taunt. Give him stats. Let's do Crooner, a refresh. That may be what does it. Selden Rubian,
Down a minion and up a goal.
Crooner. Let's give some health here, why not? Grab that. 42, 43, 44. Give that double up on that taunt. And let's do Tunnel Blaster for the S's and G's. Even though we're not going to use him. Ooh, that was the last. I needed the Reborn. Okay, well, that's alright. Unfortunately, we may very well be out here. But we do get 3 Knights and the Reborn. All the Knights died. We get all 3 again. He is tier 6, so if 2 minions survive, 1 survived, we are still in it. We do have 1 minion we're missing, though.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
That's a good sub in. Gonna grab that. There it is, the Friendly Geist. Oh, man. Alright, let's do Humongous. I'm gonna do all 3 copies of the Carapace. Plus 12, plus 9. And I'm gonna sell these 3 for the Friendly Geist. Cool Bore. It's gonna be a rough one. I do need to get Reborn on both of them. If that dies right away. How about that? That should be fine. Cool Board, don't AoE. If this dies, I don't know if it makes those immediately stronger, buffing our whole field, but we're gonna try. Kind of hoping this lineup is sufficient. Their blood gems are only 4/4 now. Die. Perfect. Does not buff what is currently on the field, which is good to know. 9-1 until the next turn, though.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
We need Reborn on them. We need the Battle Cry that gives Reborn. Another Friendly Geist and another Titus Rivendare. You know what? I'm gonna full send on this one too. Another Friendly Geist, another Titus Rivendare. Start of each turn, make the highest tier minion in the tavern golden. I don't know when he completed this quest. Both quests, but he may very well have gold tier 7s on his field right now. He's got mixed minions. This is going to be... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. We do have the combo on the field, though. So either way, I'm happy that I was able to get the combo on the field. This didn't get to ramp up very fast. If these die in order, like him, him, and him, and then Eternal Summoner attacks and dies, we will get 4 knights with taunt. So we have a chance to get a total of 8 knights on the field, depending on what happens with the Titus Rivendares.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
This field's huge. Wow. That is not right. Well, it would have been really good if we didn't verse somebody who got like the craziest combination. 5th place, up 4 points, not terrible. the games tonight were actually pretty fun. I will say that was a little bit of a redemption day for Season 11 so far. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. That is going to be the last match of the day. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Turn on your notifications so you know when we go live every day of the week, sometimes weekends. Keep your eyes up for videos. You guys know how YouTube works. But if I don't see you guys soon, have a great night. But I'll be back here tomorrow, so feel free to stop in. Guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.